Tell me a little bit about kind of like how having the jets kind of transformed your approach to business travel. Has it made you do it more? Talk me through that kind of the thoughts when you kind of going to put together a business trip.
Yeah. So if I was making a little bit more money, I'd be using it a little bit more. I'll say that, because it is still like to make a round trip to New York, because it's got to drop me off. It's got to fly back, and then I'm there for a couple of days. Yeah. It's $15,000 to $20,000 cost. Yep. So that's not insignificant for one business trip. It's $10,000 to go to Houston for the day to meet a CEO. Done that. So the cost is pretty significant, but man, yes, it is something that I just look at as a cost of living in Athens, and I make it happen when I need to be somewhere for business. Yep. And we have, the great thing is our management company has 2 visions and 3 pilots. So when mine's in the shop, I use theirs. There's also 3 PC-12s in the fleet, and those PC-12 owners love using my vision. So if I do need a PC-12, if I got extra weight, or again, my plane is in the shop, they love trading hours with me. So it works out really, really, really well. I think having a phenomenal management company to back me in my plane has been amazing. Yeah. I would say I'm also happy to kind of talk through if people would be interested in the breakout of expenses to actually buy it. If you guys want to hear that. Yeah, definitely. I mean, let's go through that, because a lot of people, try to buy a plane themselves. And when you're buying a single engine piston and, even a sort of lower cost turbine, you can do it. But it becomes a challenge when you start to run into the jet world, or, the 10,000 pound sort of PC-12 or any of the bigger turbines. So talk us through the dollars and cents when it comes to actually making the purchase, and then how that management works for you, and maybe carry some of the burden of managing the day-to-day with the aircraft. Yeah, so it was 3.65 out the door, and then we bought 300 hours of the wing-to-wing for $540 an hour. Yep. So that was another $150K, a couple other random costs, make it, let's say $4 million out the door, maybe a little less, right? My 1/4 share, 25%, I wired $925,000 at closing. Then the management company takes ownership, and they charge us. So the wing to wing includes all the maintenance. We still have to pay to fly it back and forth to Knoxville to get its service done. Yep. But the hangar is $5,000 a month split by 4 guys. And that's about it. So then the management company, how do they make their money? The daily pilot rate. They charge me $1,250 a day for a pilot. Yep. They pay the pilot $400 or $500, whatever it is, and that's their profit. So when the planes are flying, they're making money. Yep. It's taken, we've owned the plane a year and 3 months, and it's taken that long to get we're very close, but still not gotten our charter. Oh, really? Which is just the speed at which the FAA moves is insane. But yeah, it's been, so if I'm not flying my plane, it's $2,000 out the door a month. Yep. But last year, it came time to buy another 500 hours of wing to wing, and it was, you got to wire $75,000 to the LLC.